It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. For three, that one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Now here's Edwards. D right on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Cannon. Takes a three. The shot, no good. Misses the three. Takes the three. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the home team has possession. Edwards looking it over. Intercepted. One-on-one fast break. Buries it from three-point range.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Cannon's gone 1 of 3 on the night. A three ball. And that one is hammered home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Top of the key. Count it. He's got 5. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And here's Edwards from the arc. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. For the three. That shot misses. Pass to Cannon. Fires for 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Sinks the three-pointer.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fires the 3. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the left side wing. From deep. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Back to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the bucket. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Edwards.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Great look, but off the mark.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Inside, here's De Silva, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
There's the triple. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking at 1 for 6. There's the pick. Back to Cannon. It could go. And he drains the three. But
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Is overturned.
it's like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
From deep. Offensive rebound. The 3. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Sinks the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pulls from the top of the key. Doesn't go for him.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Boy. Here's Teodosic. Still scoreless. Traps in the tray.
3 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kalinic, defended by Booker. It's good from long range. 6 points for him.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Giffey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Kalinic, defended by Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Dos Santos set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Giffey, no good on the 3. Here's Nedovic. Napier covering. Pass to Nedovic. 3-pointer. The shot comes out. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Deflects the pass. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Napier. Trains it from beyond the arc. Napier's got 5 now.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
For the 3. Nedovic, great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
From the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Hits it from 3-point range. Now Napier. He has 5. Floats one. His 4th shot. His 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
Give him a little credit. Takes some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Takes a 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Giffey. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Here's Teodosic. It's good from the top of the key. Teodosic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no sign of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Up by 16, and will return shortly.
You take a look at the home team, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the visiting team. Thanks for joining us. Now,
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. For 3, Edwards gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 7 points.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
6 to shoot. Corner shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Da Silva's got his second bucket of the night. Cannon looking over the floor. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And here's the fast break for 3. And Cannon gets it to go.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
There's the screen. Launches it. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
From deep three-point territory. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get the rebound. Pass to Cannon. Jacks up a 3. He'll not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
2 minutes.
Edwards defending. There's a screen. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. To the left wing. Fires the 3. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Snatched up. A 3-ball. That shot is off. Here he goes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And it falls over the rim and in.
Assist goes to Clay.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's De Silva from outside off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Drills it from outside.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
For 3, Edwards. A shot that time, not on target. Edwards gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Let's go. De Silva with the rebound.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Ballin' Boy. Kalinic, defended by Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Kalinic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out. the wing. Back to Napier. To the right side. The three. And that one is off. And here they come. There's the pick. Dos Santos drills the three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And it's Napier missing. Over to the left wing. Here's Ballin' Boy. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Ballin' Boy's got his first 3 points of the game. From past the arc, Teodosic grabs the miss.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he's good on the three ball.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Ballin' Boy. Pass to Teodosic. Launches it from deep. No good from Ballin' Boy. Ballin' Boy's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. There's the three. And Nedovic pulls it down. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Ballin' Boy kicks to Teodosic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Away team ball.
Here's Ballin' Boy. He tries for three. Booker pulls it in. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
That shot, no good. Bangs home the trifecta.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Pass to Teodosic. Here's Nedovic. 1:12 left in the fourth. Takes the three. They get it again. Latre gets the three-pointer to fall. And stolen by Napier. One-on-one fast break for three. Booker. He's off on that one. Here's Teodosic. Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. Ballin' Boy passes to Teodosic. Puts up a deep three. No good on the shot. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Takes the three, knocks down the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gets the three to fall.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a screen by Metu. Takes a three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Out to the wing. Parker defending. This one for 3. And Metu pulls it down. The steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. He has 6.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Satoransky right side. No good with the triple. And they're on the break. Pass to Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Edwards. Launches a 3. And Parker pulls it down. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Offline with a 3. The 3 is up. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Here's the 3. Here's Satoransky. De Silva with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
That one goes in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Satoransky passes to Metu. Pass to Satoransky. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. 4-3. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. It's a 6-point game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Edwards. Fires from deep. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hits the 3-pointer.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Here's De Silva. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Got a piece of it. target from range. Give him 8.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Parker. Fires the 3. Here's Hernan Gomez. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And that does it for the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Anderson covers. Jacks up a 3. The shot won't fall. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Fades away. Knocks down the long J. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to fall. There's the triple. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Napier. He's covered closely. The shot misses. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Vesely. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that ties it up.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Napier. Over to the left wing. The 3 connects from downtown. 6 points for him.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Here he goes. Here's Fall. Outside, Anderson. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
No good on the 3. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
That gives them the lead.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Fires it. And he drains the quick shot. He's guarded by Napier. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
And you never want to give a shooter like him any look.
The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Anderson. This one for 3. No good on the shot. Anderson covers. Drives to the hoop.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Out left to the wing. Here's the pick. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Napier. The shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. Napier's got his first points of the night.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
From beyond the arc and then some.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the break.
Home team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Vesely. He's guarded by Napier. Fires top of the key.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Count that one. 11 points in the game.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
There's a screen from the arc. Nails it from 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the...
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq.
And that'll do it for us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Satoransky outside. Right wing. Parker outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Parker's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Parker in at the 3 spot.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Satoransky passes to Hernan-Gomez. Here's Parker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A tight game here in Utah. Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. They set a pick. Lets it go from the wing to the wing, right side. And here's Edwards outside. And Metu pulls it down. Edwards has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Takes a 3. Shots blocked.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Satoransky. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Metu. Still without a bucket. Count that bucket.
And just using the size advantage he has. I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Yep, count it.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Satoransky outside. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Satoransky's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Satoransky's gone 1 for 3 from deep tonight.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Parker. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Parker's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. The kick out to Edwards. for three. Pass to De Silva from behind the arc. Fires in the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Let's go with a three. Can't hit that one. Counted from distance. 11 points in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Parker, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And the layup falls.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Satoransky outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
There's a screen by Metu. Shot's good by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 6 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
3 points.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Pass to De Silva. Fires the three. Drops in the three. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Shot on the wing. He can't get it to go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option then. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. And Booker pulls it down.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Out to the right wing. Cuts off the pass. Here we go. All alone. Anderson gets the bucket.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And when they desperately needed it, too.
Anderson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Launches a 3. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's the 3. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hits the target from 18 feet.
If he wants to make an impact, this is the time. That's only his first bucket in 5 attempts this quarter.
Now Napier takes it inside, lays it up, and banks it in. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. From downtown, the shot no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
It's hauled in by Fall. To the wing on the left. Puts up a three. Here's Vesely, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. 1:57 left in the final quarter. Anderson with a screen. Offensive rebound. Falls. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. There's the triple, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Beyond the arc. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from outside.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. It takes a special player.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Here's the 3. The shot that time not on target.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Nails it from beyond the arc. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win and one with
Sports, get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Sadaransky in at the point. Cannon from long range. Rebound by Parker. Back to Sadaransky. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Beyond the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That bucket in no time at all. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Cannon. From outside the arc, drains the three-pointer.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Cannon's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Now, here's Sadaransky. Defense is right there.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
No defender within 5 feet of him. Just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Fires top of the key. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for 3, Dom.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Into the lane, and he makes no mistake. Mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Cannon. Launches a three.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Out to the right wing. Covered by Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Out left to the wing. There's a good screen. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Sadaransky the pass to Medu. The shot's good on the assist by Sadaransky.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
No good from the wing. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Over to the wing. Pass to Cannon. Stolen by Sadaransky. Fast break. Here they come. Lets it go with a three. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Launches a three. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
That 3 off the mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Latro Vitola in at the point.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Offensive rebound. Pass to Abrinas. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target. Abrinas has got himself on the board with 3 there. Uncovered. Dos Santos, defended by Anderson. Nedovic. The three-pointer, no good. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Latro Vitola. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. They set the pick. Kalinic buries it from three-point range. Here's Latro Vitola, still without a basket. Offline from the top of the key.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The quick look, no good that time. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Vesely. From about 19 feet. It's good. Vesely's got his first 2 points of the night.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
To the wing right side. Dos Santos. No good on the triple. Anderson outside. Pass to Vesely. Anderson outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Takes the three. Abrinas' shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Dos Santos. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Abrinas, and the three ball is good. Abrinas has got 6 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
There's a screen. Dos Santos, and it's off from three-point range. .112 left here in the second. It's good from long range. Here's Teodosic. No scoring in this one. Kalinic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Abrinas. Bangs home the trifecta. Abrinas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Took him no time at all on that one. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Kept alive. The kick out to Anderson. Good on the triple. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They set the screen. Six to shoot. Fires for 3. Abrinas with a rebound. Here's Laprovitola. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And that about wraps it up. And as
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Cannon. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Medu.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Parker out there with Medu, and it's Fall into the center position.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to Satoransky. There's the pick. Latre hands it from downtown. Sadaransky's got 8 points. It's a close game here in L.A. Beyond the arc. Fall with the rebound. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Medu for the lead. The shot missing. Medu's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Parker with no one around. Out to the right wing. Connects from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Back to Cannon. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From the arc. That shot off. Pushing it up. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
There's Parker with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Parker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And here's the break. Pass to Cannon. Off target with his 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Sadaransky, the pass to Parker. Back to Sadaransky. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that one.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
There's Cannon with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Cannon's got 12 in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
They get it back. Fall. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 46 seconds left to play in the third, and they're able to recover for the lead. The shot, no good. A solo fast break. Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Cannon's got 8 points in the quarter. Cannon's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. And Parker puts up a deep 3. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Parker's gone 1 of 4 so far. Sadaransky covering. Rebound by Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 16.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard position.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The shot's good from Laprovitola.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Teodosic off target from three-point range. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Vesely. To take the lead. Shot's good by Laprovitola.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical junction.
Dos Santos trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Count that one.
Yeah, quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
They set the pick. Kalinic hits the three-point bomb.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shoots the three. Knocks down the three ball. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Here's Laprovitola. A three from Anderson. And he's good on the three ball.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Boy. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Here's Abrinas. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
No good from Boy. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Abrinas. This one for three. Rebounded by Boy. Boy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Launches it. Kept alive. To the right side. Stolen by Anderson. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Abrinas' shot is off. And a miss there on the triple. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Buries the long-range jumper. Abrinas has gone 6 of 13 here. That's 46% field goal percentage. Puts up a deep three. It's good. A tremendous three to tie it up. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
To the wing on the left. Here's Laprovitola. Got it.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Pass to Teodosic. A three ball. Nails the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Ball's checked in for Metsu. Pass to Cannon. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. They could win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors, facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. De Silva with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's De Silva. Edwards looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The three ball. Out to the wing. Guarded by Edwards. They get it back. No good on the triple. Puts it up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. No good from the wing. Here's De Silva. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. De Silva's got 6.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
To halt the run, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't get that one.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The three-pointer off the mark. Fires the 3. Out to the right wing. The 3 is up. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Unloads. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
So they take the lead. He's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And again, unable to change momentum here. In transition. The 3. De Silva with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he comes up with a bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
From deep three-point range. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Tipped away. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got 9 points.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitudes.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Knocks down the long J.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Booker defending. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
It's a close game here in LA. Now here's Napier. Not a lot of room. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
They get the rebound. He's guarded by Napier. And it's all from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
4-3. The shot comes out.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. From deep. The rebound by Teodosic. Here's Nedovic. Nails the wide open jumper. And here's Napier. Pass to Booker. Second quarter of play with around 2.
Oh, yes. Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. Back to Napier. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the left side wing.
Away team foul. Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Sinks the tray.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
To the inside. Booker, good. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
They set the screen. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Jacks up a 3. That one is off. On target from range.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Wing shot on the way. The bank shot, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
58 seconds left in the half. And he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The three. And the three-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And they call an illegal screen here.
They've done a great job of protecting the ball tonight. That's just their first turnover. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Deflected, and he's able to get it back from the arc. And that's not gonna go. And we finished off one half of play. They're up by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded.
Let's look now and that'll do it for us.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's De Silva. Offensive board. Another shot. That's good on the jumper. De Silva's got 11 points. De Silva's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
A shot from the high post. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Edwards. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Drains the triple.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Number 7, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Teodosic. Here's the pick. Pure from three-point range.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's De Silva. He's got 11. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. It's stolen. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From outside the arc. Nails it from 3. He's got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Team foul.
And he drops the first.
Edwards at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third. Here's the 3. That one no good. In transition, here they come. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 10.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Guarded by Edwards. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Pass to De Silva. There's the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
To stop the run. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of 3s.
Edwards for 3. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 11 points here in the second half.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Guarded by Edwards. With 1 on the clock. And he lays it in. 13 points in the game. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up by 11. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Napier. He shoots a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Jacks up a 3. The putback. He's guarded by Napier. The 3. And Booker pulls it down. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Pass to Napier. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Off the mark there with a 3. And here they come. Beyond the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And they'll get another chance. To the right side. He drops it from range.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. On the take. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Edwards with it. Pass to De Silva. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. They set the pick. Wide open. Good.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
De Silva's gotten about everything to drop. Shooting 6 of 7. Teodosic. He buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Teodosic. Off target from outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Greg?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Edwards. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Fires in the triple. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Clock at 6. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Teodosic. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Here's De Silva. Fires from way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Exceptional effort on the road.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's the three. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Off target from outside. Edwards looking it over. Pass to De Silva. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Here's Medu. Sinks the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Fires the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Parker outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Edwards. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He's got 9.
Well, he's just showing off right now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down either.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Out to the right wing. Shoots. Money from the wing.
great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
There's Parker with the three, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
To stop the run, and that one, good. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to De Silva. And he makes the 8-footer.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Parker. He has yet to score. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
When you look at this visiting team, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Now, here's Parker. Launches it from deep. It's not going to go for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The three. Offensive rebound. Out to Edwards. Taken away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's the screen. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Edwards.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. Pass to De Silva. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 17.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. It puts the defense right up against it.
We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Vesely in at the power forward. Napier with it. Takes a three. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Anderson. Fires from the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Napier. There's the screen. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Vesely in at the 4-man position. And here's Anderson for 3. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And the 3 off target. Pass to Abrinas. From downtown, here is Vesely. Here's Abrinas. Still yet to score. Hits it from three-point range.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Over to the wing. Anderson wide open. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Booker is screen on Anderson. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Here's Abrinas. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Laprovitola. Booker pulls it in.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's the floater. And the basket by Napier.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Right wing. And Anderson has it in the corner. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Giffey buries it from three-point range.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Laprovitola. And here is Vesely.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
.107 left in the second quarter. Hernan Gomez a screen. Abrinas' shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Anderson can't get it to go. Anderson's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Three-pointer. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Laprovitola. Vesely passes to Hernan Gomez. A 3 from Anderson. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Pass to Abrinas. They need this. Connects from three-point range. Abrinas has got 6 here in this quarter. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so we wrap up the first half. Leading by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this.
You take a look at the visitors. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the visiting team. And that is...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. They've got Anderson. And it's Vesely in at the 4 slot. Abrinas the pass to Laprovitola. He can't get that one. Provitola's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Fast break, here they come. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The offensive rebound. And a missed layup. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Satoransk there with Fall. Down low, here's Metu. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's De Silva. Edwards inside. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Metu is out there with Parker, and it's Satoranski in at the point. Driving the lane.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, DA. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 23 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Edwards defending. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jacks up a three. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
There's the drive from deep. Satoranski grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That's a 2 from Parker, and it's good off the back rim and in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Lucic covered by Parker. Parker with the steal. And they're on the break. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Over to the wing. There's the pick. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the triple. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
For three, drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's De Silva. The three-pointer off the mark. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
They get it back, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
From outside the arc. No good on that one. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts. A bomb at the buzzer. How about that?
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 8. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Vesely in at the 4. Giffey, defended by Anderson, from past the arc. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Pass to Abrinas. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's good for 2.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Provitola passes to Anderson. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Fires the 3. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
For the 3, it's good from long range.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
They set the pick to halt the run. Here's Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And the basket by Napier.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
From downtown, Booker pulls it in.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
To the wing right side. There's the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's Anderson for 3. Unable to get that one.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Provitola gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter.
Substitution on the court.
To the left side wing. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And Parker puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Screened by Parker. Pass to Abrinas. Fires the 3. De Silva with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get...
He let it fly, and he gets it.
Boy, was that deep. What was he doing? I can't believe he knocks that down. Just call it temporary insanity and move on. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
"17 seconds left in the game. From deep three-point territory. No good there. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did.
To 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fires the three. There's a screen. Pure from three-point range.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
That shot's good by Parker.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Satoransky passes to Metu. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go for him. First quarter, just over a minute played. Off target from three-point range. Parker outside. Gets a very good look and converts. Parker's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Three-pointer. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Satoransky outside. Pass to fall. Back to Satoransky. Fires the three. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And there's the turnover. Pasko's out of bounds.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. For 3. No luck on that one. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
That puts him in the lead. 6 points for him.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Tries it from the top of the key. They grab their own miss. Parker passes to Satoransky. There's a screen by Metu. It's intercepted. Releases. Fires for 3. Covered by Satoransky. Lets the 3 fly. Satoransky pulls it in.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the shot goes in.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
That 3's off the mark. Parker outside. From downtown, sinks it from distance. Parker's got 8.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Takes the 3. No good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Misses the 3.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
4-3. It's hauled in by Fall. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's a pick. Knocks it down from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To end the run, sinks the tray. He has 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Lets it fly. No good there. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. The 3 ball doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And he dunks it down.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Anderson gets the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Teodosic. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. They set the pick. There's the triple. Offensive board. Inside. On target from range.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
From deep. And the three-pointer goes.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
The shot. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Vesely. And the 17-footer goes down.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Teodosic. No made baskets yet. And the 3 off target. And there's the screen. Knocks down the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Great open look there.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Vesely. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Anderson pulls it down.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
From behind the arc. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Over to the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Launches a three, and he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one. 1:07 left to play in the first half of basketball. From deep three-point land. The shot comes out. Let's go with a three. Doesn't go that time. The three is up. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Knocks down the long J. He's got 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by a point. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
You take a look at the visitors. Even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want, establish.
And that's it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5. And that misses. That would have put him up.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the center position. For the lead. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. Stripped away. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And they take the lead. 9 points in the game.
You're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Connects from downtown.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Parker. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Parker's got 11. Parker's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Covered by Satoransky. He's got a clear path. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
From downtown, it's hauled in by Fall. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Satoransky outside. The 3 is up. Can't hit that one. Satoransky's gone just 1 for 4 so far. From behind the arc. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Off target with the 3. There's a screen by Metu. Pass to Fall. Parker outside. And a miss there on the triple. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
The 3. And he can't get that one.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Five on the clock. There's the triple. Nails it from 3. 9 points in the game.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Here's Metu. Yet to see a basket. Drills it from deep. Covered by Saturansky. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pass to Parker. Shot is up. And that one comes up a bit short.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Leading by 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Gets the 3 to fall. Here's Nedovic. Anderson covers. Here's Nedovic. Shoots. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. So it's the home team now, leading by 5. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Off target with the open look.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Here's Nedovic to the left wing, to the paint. To the wing on the left. Teodosic. No good with the triple. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Drops in the 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Right side, Anderson. Misses the jumper. Anderson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Out to the right wing. The three. It's not going to go for him.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
1:57 left to play in the fourth. Counted from distance.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Jacks up a three. Buries it from three.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the three. Could be what saves the day for them.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Drains the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Teodosic hits the trifecta.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Oh, he nails it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
41 seconds left in the fourth.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Money from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Fall. Stolen. From deep. He can't hit that time. Intercepted. Oh, swiped away. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so